Oh gosh, this is tough. I would give it a Tokyo Revengers.
You think it's on par with Tokyo Revengers, huh? So like a solid
No.
6? Hello, fellow weebs and otakus, an episode of Anime Fix, where your fix for all things anime. I'm Chase.
I'm Lance.
Hi, Lance.
Hello.
How are things?
How are you? Things are good.
Good. I'm surprised we're doing another episode in a row. That's what I'm surprised about. It was kind of hit and miss there all day.
Yeah. Uh, um, well, I just felt compelled. One of the people who listens always tells me what episode they're at,
Yeah.
and they were catching up to it, like in the entire period where we weren't doing anything. They were like, "Oh, I'm on episode 20. I'm on
Oh man.
episode, I was climbing up the."
They're getting really close to 90 is what
Yeah,
we just ended on, right? The last episode.
I think we're actually closer to 98 or 99.
Really? I thought I just posted 90.
I don't know. We'll double check in a
Great.
minute.
Double check
Anyway,
now.
I saw him on yesterday. Actually, I saw him, and he goes, "Yeah, I was catching up to you, and then I saw you posted an episode on episode 90. Okay, cool. So we're
Yep.
getting really close to 100."
Yep.
He said, he's like, "Damn it! Thought I was gonna catch up before you posted another episode."
Nice. I'm glad he's listening every week, or
Yeah, he
not
loves
every
it.
week. He's probably like listening a couple episodes a week, I'm assuming.
I don't know what it is, but he every few days he tells me where he's at and gives me feedback. So he
That's
likes it.
exciting. What kind of feedback does
Yeah.
he have for us? Obviously,
Oh,
this
just when
was
I do
like
some
episode
not
20 or like
not
25. It was like
not
years
feedback
ago.
like you think. Not feedback like usually it's like, "Man, you were really stupid in that one episode," or something.
What's
Or
his
you
hot
said
take on
something.
one of your opinions?
The biggest one he said was I don't even remember the specifics, but I brought up something regarding like Batman, and the movie that I thought that we were talking about, the Batman movie we were talking about,
Yeah.
I started the wrong actors. I started listing the actors of a different Batman movie.
Oh, really?
So like, yeah. So I think he's gonna rake me over the coals if I get this wrong now. I think I
Yeah.
was thinking of the George Clooney
Oh,
Batman movie,
yeah.
and it was actually a Val Kilmer Batman movie.
Mm.
I might be wrong, and he'll let me know if I am. But whatever it was, I got it wrong, and he said he threw his phone across the
Yeah.
room.
The
So
George Clooney one's called Batman and Robin.
right, and then we were talking about
Yeah.
Batman Forever, and that's the Val Kilmer one.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, and then he'll also ask me like, "Does Tori let you buy manga yet?" Or he'll bring up the jacket. So
No, the jacket. The
yeah,
jacket is so funny to me every time. Ever since you told me that story, I gotta put it in every couple episodes. So I appreciate that
yeah,
reference.
yeah. Anyway,
I'm
so
gonna make merch. That's just a T-shirt that says, "I put my jacket in my locker," because I saw you were wearing it. Oh goodness.
but
But yeah, what we here to talk about? You binged a whole series first season. I'm pretty excited about it.
yeah, Kaiju number 8. I actually
Kaiju
the
number 8.
day I think yeah, it was last Sunday.
Yeah.
So after we recorded, I went out. Oh no, I think I'd already started Kaiju number 8.
Mhm.
Then we recorded, and then I went out there and I just watched the rest of it
You already started
because it was
Kaiju
so
number 8?
good.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you started before I told you about it on the podcast.
No, but you see, we talked about it on the podcast, but we had already talked about it a few weeks before that we
Oh,
recorded
you're
the
right.
podcast.
Yeah, you're right.
So it was on my radar, and I was ready to look for something new.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm always looking for something new. I'm always looking for just let me go on the side tangent of before we get into Kaiju number 8 because I got to talk about side tangents all the time. But I'm always looking for that next romance anime fix. Like
Mhm.
you're not really into the anime community until you switch from shonen and like all, like Tokyo Ghoul and like all of them over to romance.
Mhm.
I'm waiting for that transition for you, Lance. I really am. I just can't wait
I
to
do
talk to you about all of them.
I do enjoy romance, but there's a thrill with the uh with the AOT and solo leveling and Kaiju number 8. There's
Yeah,
a
yeah. I
some
agree with you. I
satisfaction
won't I
there.
won't knock you on that, but you know what's even more thrilling? You're 5, 10 episodes into a 24 season, series, and they're just holding hands. That's thrilling to me, just holding hands, their final kiss
Hey,
is
look,
like 3 episodes away from the ending. Love it.
Toradora,
Yeah.
love Toradora, but if all romance animes are gonna end up where the bitchy girl doesn't end up with the hero, I'm gonna be upset.
I mean, you got to watch some like
They were meant to be. They were
yeah,
meant to be. They deserved each other. I got get out of here.
yeah. I mean, I guess Taiga was kind of, that way at the beginning, right? And then she slowly transitioned. So, but like if you want side characters to win, they're never going to win. Anyone that has short hair or a different color hair like blue, if she has short hair and blue hair, she's done for. Like just like Rui. No, not
Look,
never going to happen.
she's not a side character in my heart.
She's a side character. What are you talking
She
about?
was a
If she's not
she
introduced in
was
the
what
first episode, she's a side character.
she was what the story was really about. Everyone else was just circling around her. That's my opinion.
Okay. You can have that opinion. Anyways, I could talk about romance animes all day, Kaiju number 8, what's your thoughts, bro? Anime of the year?
Not better than Solo. No, 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 no,
No, no, no?
no. Okay, it was very good. Not better than Solo Leveling, and the distinction I'll make on that is it ended very strong, but its strong final couple episodes was not better than the first episode of Solo Leveling. The first couple
Mm,
episodes.
I mean, I get you there, but, like, I'll be devil's advocate. Like, having a strong
It's kind
episode
of
like
like
that.
you like
Yeah,
to bring up the jacket. I have to bring up Psychopaths every
of
couple of
course.
episodes.
Yeah,
It's Solo Leveling gave me the same thrill that the first couple episodes of Psychopaths did.
yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I
It
mean, it's because like,
jumps
when I think
right
of
into the
first episodes that Soul Leveling, like, has, I think of Psycho-Pass. I think of Attack on Titan, right? Because those are very, fast-paced couple
strong.
episodes. Like, for first episode, strong episode. Same thing with Demon Slayer. Um,
Mhm.
you wouldn't say that Kaiju number 8 had a really good fast-paced first episode? Because a lot of stuff happens in that first episode, bro.
Uh, it a lot of stuff happens, but it was mostly goofy. It wasn't really
Kafka
toward till
almost dies.
the very end,
Yeah. And
not
then
at the beginning.
you have the whole
I'm
bonding
talking
episode with,
about
like, bonding sequence with Ichikawa.
main character doesn't really become important until like the last minute when he swallows the kaiju. The telekinetic, or not telekinetic, telepathic kaiju. This is there you are, which
Oh, no,
I'm
he said, "There you are, I found you."
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And that opens more questions for me about
Yep.
this whole universe that never got touched on again. Like it happened. It was a really fucking weird thing, and then other than using it as an explanation for why he suddenly is a kaiju, never gets brought up again, or we never find out any more about this kaiju that no one thinks to ask what kaiju would be consumed by a human. No one asked that question, which I think would be a very obvious. Like we have this whole history of kaiju, decades of this defense force fighting, and then suddenly a kaiju comes out and you know goes, "Oh, I'm gonna be eaten by you," like just crawls into your into your belly, and suddenly you have kaiju. Like even if he didn't turn into a kaiju, the mere fact that he swallowed a kaiju and no one goes, "Oh, what kind of kaiju would do that?" That's my first question. Like I'd want to know like what kaiju does that. You tell me
Yeah.
what it looks like. Yeah, and so but no one asks. I'm sure that
Nope.
the well, we'll get to that, but
I would probably say off screen. They probably asked him right when he got caught, but I don't know.
no, we I mean, he's like the one thing that we heard is when he's telling the story to the general's daughter, the hot shot, and she's like, "Ew, do you just eat anything?" That was her only response to it. It was like that he was like just gross. Uh, any curiosity whatsoever, which bothered me.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, the first episode. I'm not saying the first episode wasn't exciting. I do feel like the last few minutes is when it really became exciting. But all that all that said, it wasn't better than the first episode of Solo Leveling.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue like
Here's a
the
hot
first
take. You
episode
want
of
to ask me
Soul
about?
Leveling.
You want to ask me about a hot take? I'll tell you a hot take.
All
I
right, now tell me hot take. Tell me hot take. I'm ready for it. I'll tell you how you're
I
wrong.
felt the intro with the not even just well the song and the animation intro was better than the first episode.
What do you mean? You mean the
Like
like Kaiju number eight's like song by Youngblood is better?
yeah, not just only the song. Actually the song is called.
It's by Youngblood. I know that.
I have it saved because of course I do.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that they used an American song instead of like a you know, a Japanese song like normal.
It's called. Yeah, it's by Youngblood. It's called Abyss.
Abyss. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but not just the song. I'm talking about the actual intro with like the 3D effect of everything sort of just
Oh, the
spinning
CGI.
around the CGI, yeah, yeah, and then like you see that
Yeah.
giant like spider monster on when the beat picks up and with the creepy face, and then it becomes like a like that intro. I felt was more exciting than the first episode.
You're just an adrenaline junkie. You know that? Like you just want go, 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 go. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, let's watch Freerun. Because I enjoyed the first episode of Kaiju Number 8 with all the backstory of like how he feels helpless, that he's so weak compared to his friend that is like so good.
You
But then at
take
the end, like he has an opportunity to be strong,
Yep.
right?
You think I don't like it because I said that, but I actually did really like the first episode. I'm just saying it wasn't better than Solo Leveling. That's all.
But that's where my point is. Like Solo Leveling, it's slow, 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 so slow. He's weak. He's weak. Like there's a statue, there's a double dungeon, and then the
Okay.
last like couple minutes is like, oh, we're dead, right?
But there is still perpetual act. Like the very first opening scene is that action
Oh,
shot
the
on the
ant.
island. People
Yeah,
are, yeah, the ants, and then pretty quickly they go into a dungeon, and we're seeing. Now, I'm not saying our hero was a badass. He wasn't. He was weak. He's
yeah.
probably weaker than Kafka, honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
But what's going on is extremely
Didn't in the
difficult.
first episode of Kaiju Number 8, Godzilla is destroying Tokyo?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. It was like a giant
Well, it
Godzilla
wasn't
monster.
it
It wasn't
wasn't
Godzilla, but
Godzilla.
like
Well,
it
okay.
was
Well,
that
first off, let's be
representation.
clear. Kaiju means monster.
Of
So
course.
you know,
And then you know, Godzilla
so
was
any
called a
monster.
kaiju, right? So I'm just
Yeah.
calling like they're interchangeable. Okay.
Okay. Fine. Okay. They're
Godzilla and
not. But
kaiju are
whatever.
interchangeable. But like in the first episode, they're like it shows like a kaiju destroying Tokyo, kind of like Godzilla. Like it happens in the first couple like seconds, I feel like. Explaining like the backstory of what kaijus are.
Yeah, they took him down pretty quick. It
I
wasn't
mean,
like
I'm pretty
very.
sure they're hours into it.
What we see is there is a kaiju that pops up out of the it's like a river
Ground.
or something, but it like ground, but basically
Yeah.
not under a bridge or whatever. Anyway, but it pops up, and then within a few short minutes, our Mikasa of this series.
Mikasa. You're gonna say Mikasa. Our Mikasa of this. That's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, true. It's true. I mean,
It is
the
true.
the sidekick is Armand. Kafka is
Aaron.
Aaron, and Mina. That's her name. Mina
You,
is
you don't think
is it?
Shinomiya is more Mikasa? The blonde hair chick?
No.
Because when you meet Mina, she's already strong. When you meet Mikasa, she's kind of strong, but she's not the strongest. Like Shinomiya, Shinomiya is strong, but not the strongest.
Yeah, but uh, what's her face is sort of she doesn't have that history with Kafka that Mina does.
That's fair, I guess. We should be talking about Kaiju number 8, not make parallels to other anime like Solo Leveling and Attack on Titan. But you did like the first episode.
Yeah, I really, really did like
let's
it. I
focus
wouldn't
on
have.
that.
I would not. Okay, I'm just. You said to me that people were saying that it
Yes,
had passed
they are
Solo
saying that.
Leveling for Anime of the Year, and I'm saying I hardly I strongly disagree with that.
I agree with you. I think Soul Leveling's better. I'm just trying to be devil's
Um,
advocate.
but it was great. I would not have binge watched it as quickly as I did if I didn't enjoy
Yeah,
it.
for sure. For sure. You were telling me earlier that you didn't have a favorite character. Have you ruminated on that and like maybe came up
Um,
with like a sort of a favorite character that stands out more than the rest? Don't say Kafka. Don't be a Goku, Stan.
I'm gonna say the general. He's my favorite character.
The General is your favorite character. That's good to know.
No, not really. I said that to be contrarian.
Oh, I mean, he's pretty fun.
No, I still don't have a favorite character. Like I feel like they're all really strong characters.
Yeah. I
Really,
thought
they
you were like the
all have
sword dude
a.
the most. The knife sword dude.
Which one's the knife sword dude?
The
I
vice
know,
captain.
vice captain.
Yeah.
He he was cool. I really like how everyone says you how we learn you can't do this because you're only a sword guy. You need to gun
Yeah.
people, and he just kept persevering. And finally, someone appreciated that and said, like, I need you to take care of the small ones, um, because I can't take care of so I can take care of the big ones, right? Like
Yep.
you're. So I feel like it gave some really strong background to him and why he is the way he is, and it might potentially be a reason why he was willing to let Kafka. I don't think so. I think that I do believe that he only let him in because he thought it was funny. That
Oh yeah,
he was
100%. He
yeah.
was laughing at him
But
every chance he got.
yeah. But I think it'd be cool for the story if his struggle, he kept persevering. Sort of, he saw a glimmer of that in Kafka. Is he keeps persevering even though he sucks with his 0 power level. Which it really
No,
I was so
he got the
hoping
1%.
got the 1% after like 3 months. I was so hoping that he was going to have like a ridiculous power level because of his kaiju powers.
Yeah.
And it was going to be like, why is this, guy, at like 89% or something like that. And it's
Yeah.
because he has kaiju powers, but no one can really, but he sucks at, he actually sucks in the training. So it's like, that doesn't make any sense. Why is he so powerful, but so weak and everything? I thought that would have been cool. But the fact that,
Mm.
I mean, he was 0 power level really fits in with his character.
Yeah, it makes more sense because,
Mhm.
on the realistic side of it, not obviously realistic, but like on the more like canon wise, he is a kaiju, so it's hard for him to use another kaiju like type of like suit, right? So it's hard for him to
Yeah.
tap into that because he's already won. But also makes sense in the story because um, there's not really a reason for him to go and use his powers if he can use like 89, 90% of the suit. You right?
Right.
Yeah. So he would never get found out. I am like I am like when I first read the manga, because I've read the manga already, like up to a certain point. Like I would say I'm on season. Once we get to that, like season probably at the end of season two, start of season three, that's probably where I'm at. But like, I'm shocked that in the story he got found out so fast. Like, I think this is fast for me.
That was interesting. I figured it would have easily been milked for 2, 3 seasons, and then there'd be
Yeah,
some catalyst moment that, reveal, because that, keeps you intrigued. He takes these risks, and he almost gets found out, but not quite, and people are suspicious, but there's no proof. They didn't do any of that. They're just like, "Yeah,
no,
I'm just gonna yeah, this is stupid, but, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure a nuclear kaiju bomb is
warrants him
worth
using his
it and
powers. Yeah,
warrants." Yeah.
yeah, and then like thinking too, like it. I kind of like it because a lot of other animes wait so long to do it, but like now, since he's found out at the end of season one, he has the rest of the anime to be out in the open and use his kaiju powers and get the recognition he deserves because of like everything he's doing. A lot of time it's like you don't get recognition, you don't get praise, right?
Now, because you've read, you already probably know the answer to this,
Yeah.
but I'm curious why the general he says it's because he feels like he's a great weapon, but I don't know. I'm wondering because we don't really see the conversation he had with his daughter.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious at obviously in front of his team, he's not going to show any type of weakness or empathy or anything like that.
Hmm.
But I'm wondering if there is a motive behind why we heard him say um, why he was okay with keeping him around.
Yeah, I mean, so like I know, but like even of like what I read, it doesn't like actually give like a straight answer. So, but like I think it's because he's seen everything that his company has said, his platoon has said. He's seen how many times he's saved people. He's seen like him save his daughter, right? So like he believes that even though he is a kaiju, and that thing where his heart is looks like a heart, it's actually a core. He believes himself to be human, and he did stop himself from like almost trying to kill the general. So I think like he's like I think he's human enough. I think that's what's boiling down to.
Mhm. So is he? Are we mincing hairs when we say because he has a core, not a heart? That's the distinction of him no longer being human. I mean, because he was human
He was human, yeah.
before he ate the kaiju. So is he no longer human? I mean, is that the premise that we're on right now? He is
I
not
think the
human, but he thinks he's human.
I think the premise of it is he's like a human hybrid, but he's more kaiju than human as far as physiologically. Mentally,
Hmm.
he's human because he's able to combat that kaiju instinct of the kaiju that's inside of him, right? Mutated
Hmm.
him, but everything physically about him, he's no longer human.
Okay.
I think that's where we're at. I mean, that's the perception I get. If you talk about the people like in canon in the show, everyone as far as the higher ups go say he's kaiju. So
Yeah. And then so that brings up other questions I have because we have the other kaiju number 9,
yeah,
who is a kaiju, so who can become so it's kind of the reverse. He was a kaiju first, and then he can morph into a human.
yeah.
So I'm wondering what happened there. Did he eat a human? Is it sort of like when you eat one of the other, you become that?
Yeah,
Curious.
I don't know. I'm not that far ahead in the story, but
Okay.
I think that he is a kaiju that is either just straight up just that more intelligent, and as he eats people, he gains that
Mhm.
intelligence and gains that humanity, or he's just built different.
It's just built different.
He's just built different.
We don't need to. We don't need to give participation trophies to the kaiju. Okay, you're just different, but
Yeah, you're just a
you're
superior
a
being,
unique
okay?
you're a unique snowflake, and no one can. Just talking out of my ass now.
Um, what do you think about, um, speaking of side characters, Ichikawa's progress, right? Like, that's a thing that I think about a lot, like, how he started off about average, and then, like, now he shot up to being one of the strongest in his platoon or company, right?
Hmm. What do I think about that?
Yeah.
Um, I think. I guess. Are we saying like believability, or are we talking about like what does it say about him that he's so focused to become stronger?
Yeah, like I I
Um,
I I know what I think, like, why he's so focused to become stronger, and he mentions it too, but, like, do you think that's
but
admirable, or do you think, like, it's just a weak plot point to progress the story along for his character?
hmm, I think he sees. So we hear a few other people say this about Kafka. He's not very strong, not particularly bright. I mean, he's not
Mm.
an idiot, but he's not,
Well, no, well, I would say he's very I mean, I don't know, because like, he's very knowledgeable about kaijus, and they would've
yeah,
lost
but
for,
but
a lot of
is
battles.
that's yeah, he's very knowledgeable about kaijus, but it's not like he is an academic. And when I mean by academic means it's not like he is, a bookworm going in and studying kaiju all day long and he's trying to, become proficient in their physiology and all that stuff.
Does that matter? He
He
already knows it without being an academic.
that's it that but that's due to the job he has. So he's gained a lot of
Exactly.
experience in that. I don't think that makes him special. I think any one of the other guys on his that he works with could probably have done the same thing.
I don't know about that.
Okay, well then
Well,
that's
no. Hey,
information
hey,
to
hey, hey, fair enough. Fair enough. Um, if you say he's not academic, what is he doing in the library every night when he gets caught by the vice captain? Learning about kaiju. Point muted, huh? In your face, Lance.
it
He is an
didn't
academic.
I did not it did not register with me that he was studying in the library. I for whatever
What do you think he's
reason,
doing in the library?
I don't know. I
You
thought
just
maybe
tune out
studying for like
you just tune out all the boring parts of the anime. Yeah, it's not
yeah,
important.
yeah, yeah. If I don't see, blades flying and heads chopped off, no.
Yeah.
Um
Time to go
I
make a
didn't I
pizza.
didn't I didn't no, no, I didn't see what he was doing is studying kaiju. That very well might that probably was what he was doing, and that's a good point. I didn't realize that. I was thinking more he was studying on how to be a better defense officer, how to be um get stronger and utilize the full power of his suit and different skills. Like that's what I saw he was doing. I think for me, it felt like he was trying to be more prepared on the militaristic side, not the sort of knowledge side. You're right. He could have been studying kaiju and using his experience in the cleanup crew to sort of help him along with that. That's possible. I don't know.
Yeah. I was curious what your thoughts were.
But I think but to go back to what you asked me about Ishikawa, I
Yeah.
uh I think what we see someone who's not particularly special in ways we might say is special, right?
Mhm.
Um, but he has a lot of heart. It's kind of gonna do it. I'm gonna make that comparison.
Do it, do it. Wait, let me guess which
It's
one it's
gonna
gonna compare to. It's gonna compare to Psychopaths.
yeah,
Okay, go ahead. Guess wrong.
Takamichi. Tokyo
Oh my
Tokyo
god.
Revengers.
You brought another anime into it. I'm gonna spin a wheel and it's like, which one can we make a comparison to?
We
Which
should.
4
We should
animes that
actually. You know
Lance
what?
loves?
I might get. What I might do is get a wheel.
Yeah.
An anime wheel, and then right before I'm about to say something, I'll just spin, and then whatever is on there, I'm just gonna pull it off and read it,
Yeah.
and let the wheel
It's like
decide what my next line will be. I'm gonna
no,
do
no,
it.
I was thinking like you spin the wheel on like the animes, like who can I can compare this to? Spin. Oh, let's compare it to Takemichi.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. Um,
Yeah.
okay, but no, no comparison. We'll say that I feel like he has a lot of heart. He's a lot of devotion. He is. I mean, Mina says this as much as it's stupid, but it's a Kafka kind of thing to do, to put himself last to help those around him,
Yeah.
right? And I think when you see that, someone who's willing to put themselves in danger to save you when maybe you don't think you deserve to be saved, or maybe or maybe not deserve to be saved, but like, why is he trying to save me? I was a jerk to him, or I sort of, I moved on without him, or he's a good person. And it doesn't matter necessarily who the other person is for him to do the right thing. And
Yeah.
so I think seeing that really motivates people to want to not put him in those situations. So like, if I get stronger, he doesn't have to do those things.
Exactly.
So that's my
Yeah.
thought on
I
that.
agree with you. That scene comes back to me when they're fighting Kaiju number 9, him and the Mohawk dude. And he's telling the Mohawk dude, "Go away. I got this. Like, save yourself," right? And the Mohawk dude
Mhm.
comes back. So like just having that admiration of like protecting someone, I think,
Mhm. I
back to
think for
my
him
question.
though,
Yeah.
it was more of like, you're not better than me. I'm better
Oh,
than you.
100%. Whatever
But
whatever your internal reasoning is, it still had a profound impact, right?
yeah.
So like I think it's not a weak plot point. I think it is an admirable and like very important part to what anime is in general.
Mhm. Yeah.
The other question I really wanted to ask was with Shinomiya, did you think that she was going to turn him in, or or were you surprised when she didn't turn Kafka in when Kafka saved her? Because like she's known as the general's daughter as like a follow the rules kind of thing. Like this is law. Like a daddy's girl.
I think, was I surprised? Yes. But we very quickly see how smitten she becomes with him.
Yeah,
Even before he saved her,
think so.
there is a
Oh,
little bit.
just because he picked up that van.
Well, I think that maybe started it. I think it intrigued. I don't know if maybe she was smitten at that point, but it did intrigue her because he sucked throughout the rest of
Yeah,
the training, throughout the rest of the exam. It's like he picked up that van effortlessly, and he's so bad at, like, why. Like, I think she's very interested in this person that she just met.
yeah,
You know, but I think over time she did become smitten with him, and a little bit. She was curious, and then him, when he saved her, he was more concerned about her than the fact that he just showed that he was a kaiju. Yeah, I think she got a little lightheaded.
yeah,
So I think that might have played a factor too. It might have also just been that, yeah, okay, you saved me, I'll keep my mouth shut. But I mean, it's not like she just, said hunky dory, we're friends. She said, if I feel you're a threat, I will kill you.
yeah,
So,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, those are the only two questions that I really had for you that I thought of. But overall, if you had to give it a score out of 10, what are you thinking?
hmm.
On a scale from Makia to Psychopaths, where's it living at?
That's another thing that my friend says. He's like, man, you shit on Makia all the
Has he
time.
watched Makia? Does he know how bad it is?
No, he hasn't.
We should revisit
Um,
Makia for the next episode.
you know, actually, so what I was going to suggest for the next. Okay, do I have any other thoughts
Yep, yep, and
on
score.
season one?
Thoughts and score.
On the scale of Makia to Psychopath, I would give it.
You get
I
an
would.
actual number.
I'm
1
going
to
to give you
10.
an actual. I'm going to give you an anime. I'm not going to give you a number. I'm going to give
Oh,
you an
okay.
anime.
Alright. And I'll think I'll give you a number that I think like the anime falls into as well. So
I would give it. I would give it. Oh gosh, this is tough. I would give it a Tokyo Revengers.
you think it's on par with Tokyo Revengers, huh? So like a solid
No,
6? I think it's better than a 6, man.
I was wondering what you would. I was trying to think
I
of
know.
an anime that you would
Yeah.
have. See what number you would say to it. No, I would give
Yeah.
it like a 7 or I'd give it a 7 or an 8.
You think Tokyo Revengers like, that was your favorite anime for a while there. You think
I
Tokyo
I,
Revengers is
I
only
just
an 8?
I would I yeah, I'm not really saying it's a Tokyo Revengers.
I
I'm
know.
saying I just picked it a
Yeah.
random one
Yeah,
that
I gotcha.
I'd give it a 7 or an 8.
Yeah,
I
I
think it has
would.
strong potential.
Yeah,
But
I give it a 7 or 8 for sure.
it definitely has strong potential to get really, really good very quickly, and I think it will build up from there. Um, it very well could become a 9 or a 10, I think, at some point.
So last thing I'll say on this before we talk about what we're gonna talk about next, because I do gotta go lift some weights, be like Kafka, you know what I mean? But,
You need to be doing your solo leveling quests
I'll
because
complete them.
I'm a D rank hunter right now, and you're still a baby bitch E rank hunter right now.
Hey, maybe I want to
You're
be.
level 1. You are level 1.
Maybe I'll just get, um, a power up. I don't know. Um, I
You
will
have to
say
get
this.
gold to get the power up.
Think about this. Where does the story have to go now? You know, that's something I would let you, think about.
Where does the story have to go now?
Yeah, after season
Um,
1, like, where's it go?
well, I mean, we're already seeing Daikaiju increase in number and
Mhm.
increased in fortitude. I think there's going to be, and right now we're seeing Daikaiju. I think is like the highest level of kaiju, right? Like the most dangerous, most powerful. Um,
Numbered kaiju are, yeah. Daikaiju
yeah,
just means, I think, like, smaller kaiju, right? Like humanoid
no,
kaijus?
no, I think Daikaiju is because the kaiju number 2 is a Daikaiju.
Uh, oh, a giant strange beast or a great strange beast. Okay. That's just what it
Kaiju
means.
number
Okay.
10 was started off as a small humanoid, but then became a giant
Yeah,
humanoid monster. I think
gotcha.
it's just more power level.
Yeah, power level. Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair.
that's how I interpret
Yeah,
it.
so they're increasing. Yeah.
So I think at some point, because there is a Daikaiju increase, there has to be some kaiju that we haven't seen yet that is even more dangerous than a Daikaiju. I think that's where it's going to go into season 2. He's gonna because right now, as a kaiju, he's pretty OP. I mean, like, yeah, he hasn't been. Uh, I wouldn't say that it's always been a one hit wonder, but he is. I've not ever been, never thought that he was in danger as a kaiju.
Yeah,
Like, he
for
seems to
sure.
be
He's never in
pretty
danger,
quick
really.
to.
I mean, like, the only time he was in danger, I mean, it wasn't even when he was fighting number 9, it was when he was fighting the general. That's because he was holding back.
So you mean the vice captain? Because he held back with the vice captain. With the general, he for a moment there he lost control and
Well,
became
yeah.
the kaiju.
Yeah.
Um, and he took. I mean, he honestly.
I mean, he would've won for sure.
Oh yeah.
No human ego in
So
his suit can stand up to him.
yeah. So I think he is right now. He's pretty OP in the context of what we've seen so far. So I think for season 2, he really needs to be challenged. Now, whether that's kaiju number 9 creates a kaiju that is super powerful for him to face, whether that's number 9 himself that he faces, who's increasing in strength as well. Who knows? I don't know. You probably do from the manga if you're that far ahead, but that's where I think it goes.
Yeah. Do you think any? Do you think they'll take like a Tokyo Ghoul or like Attack on Titan route and kill off characters? And if so, which ones?
Mhm. Who would they kill off? Not gonna kill off Mina. She's too important. Um,
She has that plot armor.
yeah. I mean, she's a motivate. I mean, it would be bold to kill her off. Um, but I don't. But I don't think we're at that point where they're gonna be bold. I think they might kill off the general at some point. I don't think they're gonna. I really don't think the three are gonna get killed. I don't think Ishikawa's gonna kill off. I don't think Ina's gonna get killed off. Those are the big three in my. Well, and then there's the general's daughter.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna kill.
I mean, if you think about this though, like if they kill the general off though, who's going to protect Kafka? Because general's the only one that protected him, right? Like
Well,
it
that would
was
be
his
that.
decision, right?
I mean, that would be an interesting direction from the go. If there is a kaiju that comes in that's even more powerful than a Dai kaiju, and the general dies, and let's say the general dies in a battle with that more powerful kaiju, more
Yeah.
powerful than Kafka as kaiju number 8. I think that would be an interesting direction because he's now lost. He's basically his shield,
Yeah. His
keeping him
safety
from
net.
being
Yeah.
killed. But then he goes in and he'll figure out a way to save the day. You know, the sort of like, well, he saved us, but he's still a kaiju, and we don't really want to trust him. I feel like that would be an interesting direction for the story to have that
Yeah.
sort of.
That'd be cool.
Um,
But also killing off
but
like Shinomiya, like General's daughter, how would the general react to like Kafka, like you didn't save her, right? And he's lost his wife and then his daughter. That'd be crazy too.
that would be. I don't think they're going to kill her off. That would be. But that would be another. If there were, I would vote her before Mina.
Yeah, makes sense.
Um,
Yeah, I was just curious.
so, so
Might go the route of
that's my
Chainsaw
thoughts.
Man.
It'll be yeah. So wait a minute. So if it's gonna route a Chainsaw Man, who's who? If we're gonna compare animes now, look who's bringing the anime into this.
I know, I know. I'm just thinking like Chainsaw Man, like where like you think a main character is a main character, and then they like just get killed off, right? Like Eye Patch Girl. Like I
Yeah,
thought she was so important, and then just gone.
she is more than important. Important. She was messed up.
Yeah, she was messed up for sure.
Yeah, but she was a cool character. I was sad to see her go. Um, I should have said instead of Tokyo Revengers, I should have said Chainsaw Man.
I would have gave it a 9.
Yeah. Um, yeah, really good. Really good anime.
Yep.
Love the song. Love the song.
Yeah.
And I love
Song was
the
great.
intro and the ending. Honestly, like the intro and
The
ending were
ending.
very enjoyable. That's
No,
weird to say,
I
but
I brought this up too. The ending sucked because it would always end on a huge cliffhanger, and it's like nobody's got you the way. I hate it. I hate it.
no, it's like such a the cliffhanger is such a like intense moment, and then they end on that like light moment where ha ha ha. I'm
Just like
looking at all the
Jujutsu
photos we've
Kaisen.
taken.
Yeah, yeah, like main characters just die on Jujutsu Kaisen, and they're just dancing in a subway.
So what we're gonna watch,
Yeah, we're watching
I'm gonna
next. What
I'm
are we
gonna
watching next?
I'm gonna suggest something bold.
Don't suggest like a multi-season anime unless it's Demon Slayer. Then I'm cool because I've read all of it.
Okay, so there's a lot of big animes out there that we haven't touched.
A lot.
A lot of like really popular, and some of them are popular requests too.
Oh,
I'm
really? We have
thinking,
requests? I didn't know we got requests.
yeah, I've told you about them.
I wasn't listening.
You never listen to me.
I know.
You ignore me. You don't answer my calls anymore. Actually, it's
You
probably
call
the
me
other
in
way
the most
around.
inopportune times. I mean, it is the other way around for sure.
Um, I was gonna say Well, one, I think we should start Black Clover. That's a request.
You say Black Clover. I'm so excited for Black Clover. You know, there's like 400 episodes out, right?
It's like 4 seasons by
Exactly.
now. How many? What do you mean? How many episodes are in a season?
I don't know. I not say 400. I mean, there's a bunch.
I'm looking it up right now because I don't believe you. There's no way. 170 episodes total.
That's a ton. That's a ton.
That is
Season
a
one has a lot of
ton.
episodes.
How many does season 1 have?
52.
52 for season 1?
This is what it said on the first page I'm looking at. Yeah, first.
You're on,
I
or
mean,
you're not looking on
it,
Crunchyroll? Actually, that would be. I'm here sitting here googling. And I'm like, why did I just
there's
open Crunchyroll?
51. Yeah, I'm on Google. So 51 on season 2.
Why would there be
There
so many
is.
episodes?
I told you, bro. There's 68 on season 3.
Jesus Christ!
Hey, you brought it up. I'm cool with watching Black Clover. It's been a long time since I binged that again. And it's so good, man. It really is so good. You want like a so what's your other one besides Black Clover? Because I have one I think we should watch.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen is a good one. I would say either those two or Demon Slayer. Because Demon Slayer is it's about to enter its final arc. And like that would be like jumping on the bandwagon, getting that final arc in.
So just binge watch a bunch of Demon Slayer leading up to the end of the final arc, so that way we can record.
The final arc, yeah. It's gonna pop off when that and there's
Interesting.
like there's a specific fight that I want you to watch in Demon Slayer that is like probably the best fight in anime of all time. I would say. That's me watching Dragon Ball Z fights.
This is a challenge. Okay, well,
It's up to you. Whichever one.
I'm
cool
not gonna
with
be able to
any of
get
those
through
three.
50. I'm not gonna get able to get through 50 episodes before the end of the week.
For season 1 of Black Clover.
Yeah.
To be honest with you though, it's such a good anime and ride that you won't notice it's 51. Like even from the first episode, so good.
And then how many is in Jujutsu Kaisen?
It doesn't take like 50 episodes to get into it like One Piece does. And Adam, if you're listening to this, I'm trying, man. I'm on episode like 30 now. I'm trying, man. I'm trying my hardest to get through it for you. It's
You
just
actually
so
undertook
boring.
One Piece?
I'm trying,
My
man.
God.
And like I'm letting
That's
Adam in.
funny. You say this guy Adam for the person who's requesting Black Clover. His name is Adam.
Oh, really? You know Adam.
Yeah,
We've had him on our podcast, Booty Warrior.
I know. We had him on. We did the One Piece movie. Yeah, I
Yep.
know. I don't think I've met him in person, but
Yeah.
he did the episode with. I have.
No, you haven't met in person. No.
Okay, but no, it's just funny. I forgot his name was Adam, and yeah, he's Adam, and then the guy who's requesting Black Clover, his name is Adam too.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I mean, if you can't get, I would say you get through as much as Black Clover as you can. It's up to you. I think you can
What I was
do
gonna
50 episodes in a week. I really think so, especially if you do it while
say,
you work.
I do my job while I'm working. Okay,
I do my job
Like,
too. All 2 hours of it. I'm just kidding. I do way more work
jeez.
than just 2 hours a
Oh
week.
my God. No, y'all get.
I work hard.
I know you do.
I
I
know.
know you work hard. I work hard too, but I can't
I know you do.
have an anime playing in the background and do my job because I'm
You
going to
can't
want to watch the anime. I
just use
don't.
English dub. You can hear it.
I like to focus on the anime. I like to become consumed by the anime.
Oh, you will. You'll
Let it
neglect work
wash
for
over
it.
me. I know I will, but I'm saying I can't do my job while I'm not watching it during the day. I
That's
work
fine.
during the day.
Yeah, but the
Sometimes I
problem
work
is
at
like
night too.
if we're not gonna start Black Clover now, we're never gonna start it,
So
right?
what I was gonna say is let's do something crazy and let's start a bunch, and then at the same time, and then see where we're at, and then record an episode.
I mean, I'm already like on season 3 of Black Clover. I finished season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, and then Demon Slayer. I'm at the final. Like I know everything that happens in Demon Slayer,
Oh my god.
so like I'm way ahead of you. So it's on you. So whatever you want to do. These are
Yeah, I can get through
popular
50.
animes, Lance, that like I had to watch as they're coming out. I didn't have like this
Okay.
before we even started the podcast. I was deep into these 3,
Okay.
except for Jujutsu Kaisen because that's newer.
Okay. All right. I will start Black Clover, but in the interest of actually
You're gonna love it.
completing something, I know I will. Well, hold on. You're. I know I will, but at the same time, this isn't like Free Run, where you pumped me up thinking this is going to be the most epic anime of all
Don't
time.
don't 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 knock Free Run.
Not
Did you even
knocking
finish?
Free Run.
Did you even finish Free Run?
Yeah, watch another episode since the
I
first
didn't
one.
think you did. Yeah, I didn't think so. Free Run, as far
I
as
have no
anime
doubt.
playlists, Free Run is way better than Soul Leveling. It's better than Tokyo Revengers. It's better than Kaiju number 8. It's better than all of them.
You can go fuck
It's
yourself.
such
There's
it's
no way.
such a good it's such a good story. Like it's such a good reprieve from the cut and paste, copy and paste,
I
shonen
have
animes.
no doubt. I have no doubt that I'm going to like Free Run. But when you suggested it to me, I was coming off the high of Attack on Titan. And you're like, Free Run's going to be great. And then I go in there and it's like, man, there's an awful lot of talking.
What do you mean? Of course it's talking. It starts after they beat the demon lord. Like what happens after that? Who knows? It's it's Freeman coming to terms with real
with
world
with the
problems.
world moving on and her immortality and how does she interact with it, she's on another level, right? She is outside what these other creatures experience. I understand that, and I think that's a great story.
Yeah, peasants.
But not that you tell someone who's an adrenaline junkie. But you don't tell an adrenaline junkie this is the next great thing, and then they watch it, and then a good analogy.
Yeah.
I asked for I thought I was getting an espresso, and you gave me decaf coffee.
But you know what? As your friend, I knew you needed decaf because I knew you can't handle much more espresso without going insane. Okay? You're welcome. Take your decaf and shut up.
Which I do actually like decaf. So
Exactly.
let's see
Yeah.
here.
Take a decaf every once in a while. But like if you
All right.
since you are a adrenaline junkie, you're gonna love Black Clover.
Yeah, I do.
It's nothing but hype.
I don't know. I'm not really an adrenaline junkie in real life. I mean, I would never go. I would never go skydiving. I would never do bungee jumping. Any of that stuff. You saw me when we got on a roller coaster. How freaked
Yeah,
out
you're
I was
freaking out.
when
Uh,
when
And
when
and
you and the rest of your cronies lied to me and said this is a baby roller
cronies.
coaster.
Yes, we did lie to you because
You
it was
lied to
fun.
me after I get
And
locked in, and then
that
you tell
spider,
me, then tell me,
yeah,
hey, this is going to be one of
I
those
had
freaky
I
ones
had
that
to sit
does all
next
the
to you.
twists and
I
turns.
had I had to sit next to you with that. And then that spider coming down on top of you was a paid actor. He really was. Like that was the icing on the cake. Like right after I tell you, I'm like, Lance, look, there's a spider coming down on you from a web right there. And didn't even care because you were so focused on that roller coaster.
Yeah. So clearly, I'm not that much of an adrenaline junkie if I avoid those kinds of high octane events.
No, you just seek it in your anime because you don't get it in real life.
That's probably true. No, I came across it. I'm vicariously living what I wish I could do in real life through my anime.
There you go.
Um,
So Black
I can't.
Clover it is.
So I will start Black Clover, but I also
Okay.
think I do want to do Jujutsu Kaisen here soon. I want to start it, right? And I
Yeah.
definitely want to do Black Clover. We can look at Demon Slayer in a few weeks. But I came across one today that is only 13 episodes. That looks
What?
brand new.
Oh, okay. So I probably haven't seen it.
Yeah, Tower of God.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't watched it.
You want to watch
Since I
that?
don't think. I might have read it. Let me see. I stay up way too late reading mangas. Nope, I haven't watched it yet. Looks good.
So we'll plan for Black Clover, but I'm gonna watch this too, and then this can be our backup in case we don't get through. Only in case I don't get through all of season 1, Black Clover.
Of Black Clover. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll watch Tower God because I'll watch Tower God.
But there's only so many hours in the day.
Yeah, so you want to watch 2 animes instead of just focusing your efforts on one anime?
I think I have a better chance of getting through one of them than the other.
Exactly. So pick which one. I don't care which one. Just pick one.
Let's do Tower of God,
There
and
it
then we'll
is.
plan for Black Clover the following week.
There it is. You can sprinkle in Black Clover, in between. Just don't let
Yeah.
Adam down. He's really wanting you to watch this Black Clover.
We have we're getting up close to our 100th episode.
Yeah, we are.
What do you want to do for our 100th episode?
Actually record. That's probably a big win. I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, we had talked with Tori a while back about doing a bracket style anime watch content. Not
Didn't we do that?
No,
I feel like we did that. What
we
did we
talked
do
about
then?
it, but we never did it.
We did something. We did something.
We talked about that. What we did was we talked about it. We did not actually do it.
No, we talked about our past animes we've watched.
Yes,
right?
so that way she could find animes we hadn't seen before. The idea was we start an episode, we watch 2 episodes, and then we pick one, and we're like, okay, this is the one we're going to move on to the next. I think it was
movies instead, because it's going to be so hard for me to do series. Or if it's just standalone episodes, I don't know.
Let's let Tori, the person who doesn't have focus problems like we do.
I mean, if I take enough pills, I'll be fine.
She's the boss. Okay,
she
tells us what to do. Okay, she's the only one of us that actually speaks Japanese.
Yeah, that's why I don't know why she's so reluctant on being our translator. You know what? Like she needs to be the translator. Like I'm not going to do it. They'll look at me thinking I know how to speak Japanese just because I was born there. But I'm gonna turn to the white lady and be like, "Hey, talk to her."
I'll do that. We'll go to the Asian market. I'll say, "What does this say?" She goes, "She told me to shut the fuck up."
I love it.
Or I'll say, "How can I ask them where the rice is?" I don't know, something stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
well, whatever she decides is fine. But okay, so for next episode,
we're doing Tower of God for next episode. Yeah,
sounds good.
Following, we'll do Black Clover.
I can do that.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I can do that too. I think
that sounds good. All right. Any last thoughts, last words? I gotta head to the gym and do my solo leveling quests.
You bet. If I don't see you rank up to level 2,
I mean, just by one time ranking up, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, it depends on how many you do, how many push-ups you do.
Oh, okay.
You gotta do push-ups, sit-ups, squat. Push-ups, sit-ups, squats, and then whatever your run is, and you have to sync it.
I will sync it. All right. Oh. We'll catch everyone next time we watch a review Tower of God.
Bye.